The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 686 of the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Let's jump right into it. I'm your host, Slade Ham, the Right Reverend Robert O. Mungle, Trey Tutson in the house, Flash over in the corner, working on stuff to keep you guys entertained on all of our social media feeds. Flash, we love you for that. We appreciate it. We have a lot to get to. We have a Patreon account. I'll mention right now, if you were on it, you can watch the video feed. Our first episode every week, the Tuesday episode, airs on Patreon via our YouTube live stream. You can't get to it any other way, so don't try. But if you're part of that, you can do that. You can go back and watch it anytime. So for you Patreon members who haven't watched some of the back episodes, you can just go to the Patreon account, look at the post. There's clicks over to all of those videos. Some of them have been quite fun. I like having the video element. We are in here tonight. We have stuff to get to. Rob, for the longest time, I never had, when they talk about cord cutters, I had no TV. I just pirate stuff when I wanted.
Right.
Okay. I'm in a position now where through various mechanisms or whatever, I have everything.
Okay.
It's anything
all
that
the
could be
cable
anything.
channels?
All the cable channels, all the Hulu, all the Netflix, all everything, all the Prime.
Wow.
If it's out and I can't watch it, it's not out.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So last night, I watched the Flat Earth documentary. Oh dear God!
Brilliant.
It is. I think it's called Behind the Curve or something. Dude, it is on Netflix right now, and it is the goddamn funniest thing
I've ever watched. This.
Listen, you will probably agree with it.
No, I probably won't. I don't believe in Earth. Man, we talked about this. I just don't buy it. Whatever. I don't believe the pictures they show us. I think no one knows. They just make up shit to make us comfortable because we want to know. So they're like,
this is exactly the point the guy in the Flat Earth documentary makes.
Fuck.
Aside from the fact that he's a narcissist and he really doesn't believe it, he's just sort of his own cult leader.
Okay.
And I've heard other people. So here's the thing. In the documentary, it centers on this guy. Whatever his name is. And I can't remember. But he's the current front man for this Flat Earth society.
That Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Of Flat Earth.
Yes. Of a group that includes basketball players like Kyrie Irving, Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
No,
Shaq.
Shaquille don't.
But that's so hard to believe. That dude graduated with a 4.0 from LSU.
I know.
That is shocking.
I don't know all the veracity, but they mention him specifically by name.
Money, bro. Money make niggas forget they got
Draymond.
sense.
Yeah, they go down this fucking road, and this dude presents his evidence. It ends up being they have a Flat Earth convention.
Yeah.
That like 1,000 people went to.
Sure.
And then I was like, okay, clearly Flat Earthers are crazy. Look at these people. It's a cult. They're following this cult leader.
Yeah.
And then people online are like, that's not indicative of the real Flat Earthers. That's a percentage of
So that's like the Church of Satan shit. With the Satanism where they're like, that's not the real fucking thing.
That means that there's more than 1,000 of them.
Oh, yeah. There's probably hundreds of thousands. Yeah. What I loved about it when they actually had that convention, one of the conventioneers posted like the convention is starting and we have people from around the world, and somebody pointed out around.
Hilarious.
Like, really? You have them from around the world?
But Slade, this is just the pendulum swinging back, right? In the beginning, everyone thought the Earth was flat.
Yes.
And then that Copernicus nigga.
And then science.
And well, it was a nigga that just I don't say a nigga, but it was some dude, some Spaniard or some shit. Didn't he just come out and discover like, no, look, because from then on we thought it was round. Well, we believe it was, they pitched us.
And then since then,
so it's swinging back.
But since then,
no, it's not.
Since then, it stopped being like there was a point a long time ago when people they would sit down on Earth and they would look up at the sky and they would have to fill in the blanks.
Okay, yeah.
And then, as science happens, we gain the ability to leave the Earth's surface and break orbit. Okay. And we get to escape Earth's gravity.
Which is also a conspiracy, but yeah.
Well, see, this is where the breakdown happens. If you don't believe that, If you don't believe, because you can stand in Florida.
I don't
at
know
Cape
how to
Canaveral,
believe.
And when they they shoot this, it's a rocket.
Yeah.
And it's a shuttle. They put people in it.
Yeah.
And then you can sit there and watch it
Go up.
go there.
Or blow up.
It happened. It happened.
Right.
They don't hide it when it blows up.
Yeah.
The Challenger.
Yeah.
1980. What was that?
That's what
5,
it's
7?
called?
I don't remember.
Yeah, 5.
Krista McAuliffe, the school teacher.
Okay.
She was on board, and it blew up. And they're fucking gone
And she never came back and taught.
because it.
Exactly.
You watched it blow up.
Got you.
So, if they'll admit that it blows up when it blows up, do you think they all blow up, or do you
No.
think some of them make it?
Most of them would have to make it.
Okay, and the ones that make it, you don't think they have a better vantage point of where they left. They don't get to look at Earth from a different point of view. And then they also, because cameras are a motherfucker. Here's the thing about those. When you point them at a thing and you press a button, what they do is they capture in real time the thing you pointed it at.
Yeah.
So when they were up there in the sky, beyond the sky, in
And they
orbit,
took pictures of Earth.
and they took pictures of Earth.
It showed that it was round.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got you. Look, I'm not a flat earther.
Okay, you're
I'm
I
a
know.
non-earther.
Rob, I'm sorry.
It took it past. He's like, you know what? There's only going to be a convention of just Trey.
You can pitch
Sitting in
me.
a hotel room, yelling at the fucking TV yeah, no, it's a
Boy.
non-earther.
You can keep pitching me this shit.
There's no Earth.
So what?
He explained cameras.
Yes.
He
And,
explained all this shit. Stratosphere, all that.
but
Yeah.
then what do they see when they're up there? Nothing. Where'd they come from? What are you on?
This is what I believe. It's none of our fucking business. And that's really why I'm like, bro, just stop going up there. Oh, you couldn't figure out shit to do down here, you untalented bastard. So you had to try to figure out shit for up there?
Should I be drinking this out of the bottle?
Yes.
Or is this
Yeah.
shot glass still?
It's not enough.
It's
Can I
just
give you
not
that?
Can I
enough.
possibly
It's not
bail the
enough.
boat out with this small little bucket?
No.
Why? What? I don't get why we should care. I just don't understand that
I
part.
have a natural tendency as a human being,
Yeah.
a curiosity,
Uh-huh.
I'd say, to understand the environment in which I live.
Yeah, down here.
Uh-huh. And one of the ways I can better understand this environment is by looking at it from different vantage points.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, I guess.
Look, you're getting all high pitched, like the peanut.
I just don't understand what you mean by there's no Earth. I don't get that.
I'm confused. What are
Yeah.
we? So I listen, and I'm saying this from I've
It's probably
talked
'cause
talked about this ad infinitum. There is probably a chance. I believe we live in a simulation. I don't even think this shit is real at all. Okay, at all. I made Trey put his microphone down.
Yeah. You just blew.
I
his
don't.
mind.
I believe this is all lines of
That
code.
shit
and
makes me gag. I hate these simulation people.
Okay,
This is real. I say stuff.
it's real, but the
you-
Earth is. I'm so confused. But I don't.
This
Where do you
this
draw
here
your
is
line?
Real.
Okay.
I say something, you laugh. You say something, I laugh.
Uh-huh.
This is happening. I don't think a nigga put this to. I don't.
You
Whatever
don't think it's just? You don't think it's a high resolution video game?
No. The fuck no. I don't even get how people come to that conclusion. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
My wife
Let me
beat the shit out of me when I get home.
Let me-
I don't expect it.
But
I'm just saying, if this is a simulation, you would feel like I've been here before. Or so you would have.
you don't
some
ever
type
get
of
that.
feeling
You don't
of
ever
that.
get deja vu.
If I'm driving through certain parts of the South, I'd be like, yeah, I was probably a slave in a past life.
Not reincarnation.
Well, same shit to me. Simulation, my nigga. You keep using the same people.
I have.
You ever
to-
play Grand Theft Auto and see a nigga with the same shirt on?
Yes.
You was like, yo, that dude's in Vice City or whatever.
Bro, real talk. I feel like when I'm on the freeway, I always look in cars. And
Okay.
it's a game I play. Do you ever do this, Rob? Have we talked about this?
No,
when
no.
I'm driving on the freeway, one of the games I play is when I drive by a car, I look at them and I try to make my face look like their face, and I feel like I can sort of feel what they're feeling.
I ain't never done shrooms before.
Okay,
That
that's
sounds
fair.
like a shroom trip.
No. I do this.
I
Dude,
have
hey,
to
if,
tell you,
if there are fans listening right now, I swear to God, I'm not the only person who does this.
Okay.
You can
I have
make
to
yourself
say, this is
feel like that person. Look, if I do this,
the worst argument I've ever fucking heard in the history of arguments. You were trying to tell him.
Sound like I'm winning.
In the process of asking this motherfucker.
I'm winning.
No. You know who's winning? No one.
No,
the world is losing because this is being put into the world.
No, it's not. It's not.
I'm up right now.
It's not. I stand by that feeling.
You are arguing for the existence.
No, this
against
is
a non-Earth person by saying it could be a simulation. My heart can't take this.
No, Rob.
You believe there is an Earth?
Let me explain my theory here.
I believe there's an Earth.
Yes. But Rob, also, here's the theory.
I can't go on.
Just hear me. It's the theory that video games exist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
And they're pretty hyper realistic.
Sure.
Y'all don't know. Rob is aging.
I know he is, and if I do this right, I can kill him before the break.
He's looking older and older.
We got a two man segment to go. Flash, you're on deck in case I kill Rob. So the argument says that if video games are eventually going to increase technologically to a point where there's going to be, you put on that virtual reality rig.
Yeah.
There's going to be a technological place where you can create an environment that is it's indetectable from real life. You cannot tell that it's not real life.
Yes.
So if it's inevitable that we're going to get to that point, then what is the likelihood that this is the first time that's occurring? Okay, yeah, you snore away because you believe in nothing bigger than yourself.
No,
so I'm just simply saying that it's possible.
It's possible.
Thank you. That's all I care about.
But unlikely.
No, it's more likely. It's more likely than any other scenario.
No. Or it's more likely that this is the first time that people have achieved the ability to make video games, and so this is the first incarnation
that is possible
that we could create one
that is possible
and make characters that are self-aware and as dumb as fucking Trey. We don't know that. Yes, that could happen.
I'm dumb because I got a different theory than you.
Yes.
Rob uses the word dumb where he means
I'm sorry.
stupid.
I know.
It's weird.
I'm sorry. I meant fucking ignorant. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that it is not.
I feel like y'all are just believing whatever they tell you.
I don't believe in anything.
Rob
they're
really
telling you that we're on Earth.
Oh God.
So you're like, all right, this is Earth.
This is the
whatever.
You know what I believe in? I believe Eric B. and Rakim because they said planet Earth, my place of birth.
ERF.
Oh, this is a song.
So you're going to have to deal with Eric B. and Rakim, my friend.
Boy, I wrote none of this down. This got really ridiculous.
Good! Hit delete.
I had an argument before that that got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Trey believes.
We live in a video game. Trey believes.
He believes we do.
Trey
I don't know
believes
what he
there's
believes
nothing.
in.
There's nothing.
Giraffes and fucking boats that don't work.
And I also feel like I can feel what other people are feeling if I make my face look like theirs.
Oh, God.
It sounds like The Cobbler. You ever seen that Adam Sandler movie? He's a cobbler.
I feel like this is one of those he put on Netflix to fulfill a contract.
Somebody else wrote it, but he would put on shoes. He would make shoes and put the shoes on, and it become whoever the person was.
Quantum feet. Get the fuck
dope.
out of here.
It was dope, man. The cobbler.
Quantum feet. Oh, God. Ziggy. Yeah, if they named the store Ziggy's, that would have been
I don't know. Okay. I don't know Quantums.
Quantum Leap. That
You
was a
never
show.
remember
Scott
Quantum
Bakula. All right.
Quantum Leap is one of the best sci-fi shows of all time.
We're going to take a break. We're going to reboot.
That's the best.
We're going to reboot. It's not.
I say the Orville is
I agree with you
right now.
It's on fire. It's as good. Yeah, don't get me started. Rob, just
Seth MacFarlane, you familiar? Family Guy.
It's great.
Yeah, I know.
Ted.
I know.
It's better than the new Star
Million
Trek.
Ways to Die in the West.
I'm familiar. Yeah.
We're coming right back.
I've seen some episodes.
323-510 shot 323-510-7468.
My mom says still not better than Martin.
More us. Just a moment.
Question? Comment? Just need to vent? Email us at podcast@praisewhiskey.com.
Hey, we're back halfway home. Whiskey Brothers Podcast 686. Coming up after us, Whiskey Brothers New York. That's Dale and Jason Salmon. I cannot impress upon you enough. Give that a listen, man. And they don't just give it a minute or two. Listen to the whole episode. Or the whole segment anyway. Those guys are actually putting in
Did you record?
Really good work. Yeah, it's actually already running. I left it running during the break. I think I wish I should pull it. We weren't talking to the microphones. I broke down my simulation theory to Trey on the break. Rob went and smoked a cigarette. He came in and rolled his fucking eyes and went, and then we're back.
Yeah,
I got it. I understood it.
You go to church drunk. Sam turned down. Flash.
Don't go drunk.
Not drunk. Hi, I'm sorry.
Go stoned.
You barely don't even drink here. Flash turned down a shot. I tried to get him stoned. He won't do it. What's happening to you? Are you vegan now?
Not vegan. I just
Not vegan.
better like sober.
He just feels better sober. All right.
Yeah, fine.
I can't knock you, man. We got to do better.
Why wouldn't you? You're young.
Yeah.
What?
I don't want to feel anything in my body anymore.
What's been?
People hate when you go sober. You
No,
like,
they don't.
unless you like really destroying your life.
Hey,
but if you just kind of like function in the way of like, what the fuck? You gave it up? Like they just
as long as you still want to hang out, we're
okay.
good.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. At the end of the day, I know for now, Flash will forever be my designated driver.
Yeah.
If I go somewhere, come on, man. I'm not trying to corrupt that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a freeway home.
Yeah, you're
I'll
saving a
spend
fortune.
$20
in
a
Uber.
night on Uber. Yeah. I got a Flash,
Man.
and he gets the benefit
You know
of
what
hanging
that
out
is?
with me.
You know what that is? Hey, you know what that
What
is?
is it?
That's a flash drive.
Oh God!
Write that down.
Shut up!
Fuck
I
you.
will. You think
Yeah.
it beats Quantum Feet? Okay.
You never saw Quantum Leap?
What the fuck that is?
Scott Bakula was a.
We need to make non-earthers. That would be if I could find a group of people.
There's not a
would be
non-earth.
like, nah,
No,
bro,
you'll
I'm
find
with you.
50.
Yeah, where does it meet? You should start a Facebook page for non-earthers.
Non-earthers.
But you gotta really succinctly write your argument out, and then start doing viral videos. Trey,
Yeah.
Flash, will you produce these? Can we do non-Earth society with Trey Tutson? And you make real arguments, bro. I will set you up in front of bro. We'll build one of those Alex Jones backdrops that's got like a world map but with crosshairs all over
I'd
it.
be super down. Oh, yeah, I'm against it. I'm totally against Earth.
100%. We will tape the first segment after this show.
It is such bullshit. Earth is just, it is though. The lies that they've told us. It's mostly water. Get the fuck out of here. I don't buy that. It's such a fight for water. If it's mostly water, how come they got certain countries that have no water?
Because you can't get the.
It's
You know how hard it
mostly
is.
water.
Do you know how hard it is to desalinate water?
I don't even know what that word
Do you know how hard it is to get the salt out of water?
It's not very hard at all. All you gotta do is buy a purifier.
You think you could just pour salt water in a Brita filter?
That's all they sell them.
They don't.
Steph Curry in the commercial and shit.
Does he think that gets rid of salt?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got a Brita pitcher.
It get rid of
in the-
toxins.
You're
Get
asking
rid
me
of
so that
everything.
my head hurts so bad
Rob,
right now.
I'm coming with you.
It get rid of everything. Dude,
No.
that thing that Barry Cat sells, the fucking thing, you can put a Diet Coke. You can put a whole thing, a 2 liter of Coke in it, and it'll give you water. So I know, goddamn, if you pour some motherfucking beach water in it, it's gonna get all the salt out. The fuck out of here. You can desalt. It's easy to desalt. Technology, nigga, it's a simulation. What? It's a fucking. And we're at a whole new level. Long time ago, you'd have to fucking drink water and get high blood pressure. You drink it, they be like, we gotta cut your foot off because of the water. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, your blood pressure went up, man. The fucking water.
He thinks
too much salt in it.
Salt water.
It's not got sugar in
You
it.
gotta desalt the water.
It's not sugar water.
They can cut it off.
Why are we
They
not
can
saving
still.
this so you can see the
You can
tears?
get your blood pressure up still, and they had to cut some shit off. You get a headache. They gotta chop your dick off. You're like, fuck, this sucks now. Goddamn. Well, it's an appendage, sir.
Rob, I thought that in the history of the Whiskey Brothers, we had hit the bottom of our non-scientific knowledge.
Yeah.
I thought we
What are you
had,
talking
I
about?
thought we had jumped into this well and swam to the bottom
No.
and dug through the rocks below till we got to a cavern where the minimum scientific knowledge
Yeah.
exists.
I'm minimum. What do you mean? I know how to make medicine. What are you talking about? I'm a science nigga. I'm down with science, but I don't have to fucking buy everybody's bullshit.
Wait a minute. That has to be your name for the show.
Science nigga.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God! If that was your screen name,
I know how to make aspirin at home. Like
How?
I really am a smart dude.
you read the Anarchist Cookbook once.
I went to class. Like I took. Well, I ain't gonna lie.
How do you
I probably
make-
don't know how to make
how do you make aspirin?
anymore again. I probably don't know how to make aspirin anymore.
If you had to
But I
guess.
went to school Oh God, it's a lot of water. It's a lot of boiling, and a lot of beakers.
See,
Beakers and boil.
can it jam?
I don't know how to make. I don't know how to make. I'm pretty sure I don't know how to make beakers.
Takes a lot of boiling and beakers.
I took classes.
You can
to
make
learn
anything.
how, man.
Boiling in beakers. That's
That's how you get salt out of water.
I was a science guy though.
It's a new bar opening up in Midtown. Boiling in beakers.
I'm feeling bad now because I used to know how to do all this shit.
Feeling
and now
bad
I
now?
fucking don't, man. God, it was 10 years
Earth
ago.
ain't real. I know how to make aspirin at home. I'm a science.
Yeah. I did though at one point. God, that was 10 years ago. I don't know how to do none of that shit anymore. But motherfuckers, desalting that shit probably
Welcome
is easy.
to desalting that shit with the science.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God! People are screaming at their phones right now
About what? About desalting water?
about the amount of shit that
Get a fucking purifier. They sell them everywhere. You go to Walmart, get one for like $13. Pour some salt water in there. Be like, hey man, taste it. Do it still taste like salt is in it? No, it don't taste like
We're
salt.
gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna give you. Here's what I'm gonna do. When you leave here tonight, I'm gonna give you $13. Yeah, no, God forbid we test.
Why we gotta do that?
Why do we test theories?
I tested theories.
We just say them and then they're
Why
they're
we
law.
never? Well, we don't test. Einstein's still a genius, and his fucking theory was never a fact. That law of relativity shit, where he just out here like, yeah, bitch on your lap for 2 seconds, 2 minutes feels like 2 seconds. Hand on a stove for 2
seconds feels like 2 minutes.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
That is
wild ass.
It's how Einstein explained relativity to someone. He goes, for instance, if you're sitting next to a hot woman, 5 minutes feels like 5 seconds. If you put your hand on a hot stove, 5 seconds feels like 5 minutes. He read a thing, he memorized half of it. He just regurgitated
E
it to
equals
prove.
MC squared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That dude. That was a Mariah Carey album. So it was. It had some dope tracks on there. Jermaine Dupri chimed in with some production.
God, man.
Trey,
I'm hurting.
I'm gonna give you an out here.
What's up,
Tell
man?
me about your Uncle Moose.
Man, I'm hanging with Moose at the banquet. They had a banquet at church.
What?
I've never heard.
I just built an exit ramp right in front of your
I've
face.
never heard Moose. That was an album. If you want to know, Google it. E equals MC squared. She had a golden dress on.
Rob, breathe.
It was a black backdrop.
Breathe.
It was a nice record.
That's good. How was Moose?
Man, Uncle Moose, man, is a motherfucker, man.
Now, you've talked about him on the podcast before.
Yeah, well, I talked about Jerry Lee. I never quite talked about Moose. I never heard Uncle Moose sober. I've only heard him drunk. And he has
So you're gonna hear me from the rest of
he has a
of our time together. I can't say sober around this motherfucker.
he has
Mariah Carey. How you fucking get Mariah Carey from goddamn Einstein?
It was no emancipation of Mimi, but it was.
Thank you.
Yeah, isn't that what Lincoln did?
It was no because Damian Marley was on the emancipation of
that's
Mimi.
right.
Okay.
Sure.
So you know
Way better than E equals MC squared.
And I
Just saying.
may agree, but that doesn't relate to Einstein.
So back to Uncle Moose.
Moose is so they had a banquet at the church Saturday.
Breathe, Rob.
Moose is sneaking in liquor. Because they're just serving tea and water, and he like, fuck that. I got the.
How old's your Uncle Moose?
Dude, Moose is in his 60s. That's
your
all I can
pop's
tell
brother
you.
or your
Maybe
mom?
70. This is my grandmother's brother. This is my great
shit.
uncle, but
Okay.
everybody calls him Uncle Moose.
Yeah.
Moose is cool. Moose is cool. Just never heard Moose sober. Moose got a fucked up radio voice, not like fucking WB, not like that. Like he sounds like he talks to truckers. Like that's his radio. Trey, I ain't tell you in a minute, man. What you been up to? What you up to, Trey? What you up to? What you been up to, boy?
Breaker 19. Trey.
Yeah, that's how
Trey,
he-
come sit on my neck.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing that's so funny with talking to him is that I realized this weekend, no matter what the fuck I've ever asked Uncle Moose, he gets drunk. He'll repeat a phrase over and over again, and then his answer turns into a song. Every fucking time.
Old black people, bro. I used to have, an old Roy.
Okay.
Used to live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just a million years ago. And old Roy, you couldn't understand anything.
Exactly.
But when he would look at it.
That's almost
What the fuck
Moose.
did you just say?
That's pretty much Moose. This is what Moose will do. So I did my asked him this shit a while ago. I was like, hey, Unc, how you feel about Kevin Durant going to play with the Golden State Warriors. He was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. You want to know? I'm gonna tell you. He kept saying, "I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead, tell me, Moose. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I know you want to know. I'm gonna tell you.
Come on, tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. All right. I'm gonna tell you.
Come on, tell me.
If he want to run with them boys, he gonna have to strap up his boots because they came to run. It's like, what the fuck is that? He was like, they came to run. Cause Pippen ain't dead. Pippen ain't dead. It just took a little nap. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, he did that for so long. Pippen ain't dead. It just took a little nap. And it's sleeping and it's rocking. Hey. That boy can play. Like, what the fuck? I was like, Moose.
This confirms my theory. Old Roy would do this.
Same shit, right?
But he would say shit that made no sense. When you finally got it out of it. Because I used to tell, and he would always like, these kids today, they don't stop playing this damn road. I'm gonna run them over. I don't give a damn. I'll pick them up, bring them to their mom's house. Be like, you left something in the road, lady. Yeah. Back in my day, he said, back in my day, TV only had one color. I said, we had a black and white TV. He was like, no, just black.
Yeah.
Just black. You had a radio.
It was off. The shit was broken.
You didn't pay your bill. Dop dang dude.
Man.
Zip, zippity bop.
I had to fucking hang around Moose
and
Uncle Jerry Lee and all the, and his lady got like Bell palsy or some shit. Moose new lady. This is his third lady. He was with my Bobby for the longest time. She had cancer, didn't tell him, just died. I swear to God, dude, that shit shocked the family. She told this nigga when she had stage 5 colon cancer.
There's no stage 5.
Oh, stage 5 mean your ass got like 3 weeks.
No,
there's only 4.
No, that's 5. 5 is when, this is 5 when they go, hey, plan my funeral. That's fucking 5. That's pretty much what she hit him with. Moose, I'm gone. So he like, well, why you didn't? And they caught it early. They caught it in the very
stage 0 through 4. It is the 5th stage, but it's 4.
Oh, you Googled it?
Yeah.
That's what some dumbass scientist said.
Well, I mean, they built a classification system for a thing they understand somewhat, and then it's a real system.
It's stage 5.
I'm telling you what the fuck stage 5 is.
She had the 5th stage.
4 is she had the 5th stage. Which meant
they don't even have 5 stages at Ozfest. Come on.
How many stages of denial are there? Listen,
bro. 5th stage is so 2 weeks from now you ain't gonna be here. That's the 5th when it's
she's like,
too late.
Maybe.
Yeah, when it's too extra late. Like I understand it's stage 4.
I got these yellow bananas.
But
I'm not gonna need them.
We call stage 5 basically at the end irreversible.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
blinkers on. You're on the exit ramp.
I understand it as 4, but that's what we call 5.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to having to fight your scientific knowledge. I have a pre-Google
You ready?
Stuff. Yeah.
So
stage 5 is you see anything here you want? Take it with you.
His second chick, she must have had a metal plate or I don't know what the fuck was wrong with her. And this chick had just something like her. Like her, I mean, no, she looked. Maybe her makeup was just that fucked up, but because one side of the face was shifted. You ever see a bitch that looked like
she was putting her makeup on and the lights went out, but she finished?
Yeah, it just one side was real pretty. The other side looked like a mountain slope.
She put it on with night vision goggles.
Yeah, it's
Greta Van Susteren face.
Terrible. Like a nigga just ski down that side of her face. It was just, it's like a playground slide. It just
Trey.
Had a dip.
How are you, Trey?
Trey Tutson
and
Rob Mungle.
Zippity bop.
Jesus Christ, guys, we made it.
Yeah,
we made it. We got to the end. Flash.
Did we?
Appreciate you, buddy. This is the end.
Or
Rob.
is it just the beginning because we're in a simulation? It's going to start over.
We ain't in nothing. We don't know what it is. Niggas is out here guessing. They've been guessing for years. And
look here, boy. I ain't been guessing for shit. I know what's up. You got to get there. You got to be ready to run. If you ain't ready to run, then you're all full of shit.
I like how he said he need to strap up his boots.
Strap up your boots.
On a basketball court.
Come on now, boy. You put a watermelon in the microwave, that don't make that a roller coaster. Hot dang. Dabba-doo-bop. Dabba-doo-bop.
That's right.
Trey Tutts and Rob Mungles. Dale Cheeseman, Jason Salmon are up next. It's Whiskey Brothers New York. Check them out. Contribute to our Patreon. That's the only way we keep the lights on around here. Patreon.com/The Whiskey Brothers. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at Praise Whiskey. We're very simple to find. 323-510-SHOT. We love you guys the most.
7468.
We'll see you very soon on another episode.
And now from the Big Apple, it's the Whiskey Brothers, New York.
Hey, hey, baby, said the way you poop, gonna make me sweat, gonna make me poop. Guys,
I thought you were going to rhyme that with goop. I thought you were going to make a clever reference to Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, I rhymed it with poop, because if you do poop twice, it's number 2 poop. That's meta poop.
Oh, dear
Poop
God.
squared.
I can't believe it's already gotten here.
Poop to the power of poop.
I feel like we've been here too long.
You know what? I'm expanding everything. 15 minutes of poop talk. Here we
go. All right.
Guys, welcome back to another edition of Whiskey Brothers up and to the right.
East-North.
East-North is what we're calling it. I'm Dale Cheeseman.
I'm Jason Salmon.
And today we have a new sponsor. Sadly, our last sponsor dropped us yet again after one episode.
Yeah, happens a lot.
I don't know why, but we're running through them quickly, but they keep pouring in. So check out our newest sponsor, everybody's favorite. We all know Pabst Blue Ribbon award-winning
Of course we
beer.
do, but sometimes you just don't have that kind of money.
Sometimes you don't want to have that kind of night. You don't feel like a winner.
It doesn't matter whether you want it or not. You can't afford it.
Right.
So why don't you get something you can afford?
But
are you going to enjoy it? Do you like getting drunk? That's the question you should be asking.
And when we say like getting drunk, do you need to get drunk?
Yeah. Do you like getting drunk better than staying sober? Yeah. If that's the case.
Are you the kind of guy looking at $2 in your pocket and thinking about dinner or beer?
Yeah. Now you don't have to decide. Pabst Consolation Ribbon.
Runner-up beer.
Yeah.
Not the best, but that's what they're advertising.
You're like, Pabst is already crappy. Yeah, well, guess what? It gets worse.
This is what they fucked up on.
Yeah.
Somehow, it's like one of those explosions at the factory, but now you actually see pieces of the explosion.
Pabst Consolation Ribbon, half the taste, twice the alcohol content.
It's everything you've never asked for.
And you're getting it up the wazoo.
Pick up a 7-pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, just hammer them down. Pabst Consolation beer, the only beer that's meant to be chugged back to back to back to back to
right.
back.
If you don't stop chugging, you really only have to taste it once.
Pabst Consolation beer. Check them out.
Pabst Consolation Ribbon beer.
It's the one with the silver ribbon on the can.
It's not really even silver if you look close.
Pabst Consolation.
With the gray ribbon.
The silver ribbon. They're trying to get it on everyone's markets. The champagne of shit. Pabst Consolation.
Because that's the thing, though. I mean, I don't know about you. I did not grow up with a lot of money. I grew up at the very bottom end of the middle class. I was lower middle class, but like our neighbors were definitely had that one worse week than we did.
Yeah, and
they were poor. That's what it took. We were a full bad week away from being poor. Always.
Like, I feel bad, but if I touch you, I will get lumped in.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah. So we had to. We were part of that group. We would have bought Pabst Consolation Ribbon if we didn't live in the Bible Belt and judge people who drank.
Yeah.
So
you were lower middle, like lowest middle
class. Yeah. Which is like we would go to Walmart sometimes and go, these prices are a little much.
Yeah. And the walls are a little much. 4 of them? You need all 4?
Yeah.
I grew up middle class, but my family always tried to pretend like we were upper middle class. They'd spend everything we had just to keep up appearances with the people just above us. Like, we lived in a neighborhood where every house was better and had just everything you could ever want. Yeah. We were just right next door to that. So all you had to do was hop a fence and you're there. Like, we didn't need a pool because every neighbor on either side had a pool.
Really?
And I could jump a fence.
Yeah, we just had a yard with some really deep divots in it, so we would wait for rain and pretend we had a pool sometimes. We try to keep up. I try to keep up appearances. Like I used to have fake polos. That was a thing that I did. It was instead of a polo player, it was a knight with a flag. No, but you couldn't tell unless you were right next to him.
Exact same thing. Like you want to seem a little bit the fake polo. My parents made me pretend I had polio. Fake polio.
Like the early anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, because that's a real status symbol.
That's a status symbol. A lot of
Only
people don't
the
know.
extremely wealthiest children get
wealthiest.
polio.
Yeah, you've got inbreeding. You're like, ooh, they must be royal. Then maybe they're royalty.
Yeah, we tried that.
Yeah, if their kids' legs don't function. Yeah. Yeah, anybody with the crutches that wrap around your forearms.
Those actually grew that way.
Yeah, that could be royalty.
These crutches are made of bone.
Dear God, that's it's getting dark.
It's not. It's actually ivory. Bone, so it's still like we had a bunch of things that we didn't have certain necessities so that we could afford certain unnecessities. Like for example, we had hand soap for our butt.
Hand soap for your butt. That's our sponsor.
Yeah,
you're tying in our sponsor.
I'm trying to weave it in.
All right, let's just say it. This is also sponsored by hand soap for your butt.
It's special.
Yeah.
Have you ever used hand soap for your butt?
I have not personally, but I have been in situations where I'm like, you know what? I like that I can wash my hands, but my butt probably smells too.
Right. Yeah. So we would buy this separate product. It was amazing. It was hand soap for your butt. You put it right next to the hand soap. So that you had both of them. You could wash your hands. Then right after.
So is it butt soap?
No, it's not butt soap. It's hand soap.
But can I use it on my butt?
It's specifically to be used on your butt.
All right. Hand soap for your butt.
Hand soap for your butt. It's like those, when towelettes came in, those wet cloths that you're not supposed to flush. You're supposed to have a trash can full of shit cloth next for some reason.
I think once people realize you can't flush those, they stop using them.
I'd never realized shit. I just realized that I have a trash can.
You just threw it in the trash can?
That's what you're supposed to do, apparently.
You know, you're supposed to not use them.
What do you mean?
Just wet toilet paper.
That's not an option. It's a status symbol.
It's
someone comes in your house and they see a trash can in the bathroom. You're doing okay.
Because if they
see a trash can full of wet wipes smothered in shit.
No.
Good shit?
No, because if you're wealthy enough, you're throwing that stuff. You don't care what's happening down in the sewers. That's detached.
No, but you want the sewers to be grimy. Otherwise, it's just the bottom floor.
What?
If you're living in a 4-story mansion and you don't treat the bottom as like a grungy dungeon, then it's just a 4th floor. It's not your dungeon where the servants work.
I said the sewer.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Good Lord, I don't even know.
We're getting all over the place.
Where did we go with that?
But anyways, I mean, we weren't like super wealthy. We had normal stuff too. Like I had Cheerios, where it's just basic Cheerios.
Oh, la-di-da, Mr. Cheerios.
What?
Yeah, some of us only got Cheery C's.
Cheery C's?
Yeah.
How does that work?
We didn't get the whole O, okay? You know how much money they save by not giving you the whole O?
I guess
mean, maybe we just got the chipped off O parts of all the other Cheerios.
Interesting.
We got Cheery C's. Sometimes we got Cheery Dots.
Cheery Dots?
Yeah, which I assume might have just been crumbs from other Cheerios boxes.
You don't think it was just the inner circle that they puncture out of regular Cheerios?
Cheery holes.
Cheery holes.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, well, we had so Cheery C's. Did you get? I'm guessing it was just a box of Cheerios with them broken up in half. So you got twice the cereal.
No, we got the same amount of cereal.
Same amount of cereal, but C formed. So you're getting fucked.
Yeah. We got the same number of nuggets. It's just that we had half of them taken away.
I always felt bad whenever you go to the store and you'd see the cereal aisle, and they'd have the box cereals up on like the top 5 shelves.
Right. Yeah.
Then on that bottom rack, they would just have the bags of cereal,
which we bought. We bought bags of cereal.
Yeah,
you know?
but even
sadder. we had our Choco Grace. Mm-hmm. And what else were there?
Tiger shavings.
Yeah, tiger shavings, fruity id.
First mate balls.
What?
It's like Captain Crunch.
Oh, really? First
just-
Mate balls?
yeah, First Mate balls.
Maybe I thought that was meatballs when I
Remember,
saw it.
it had the guy who had 2 missing eyes but no eye patches.
Oh yeah, just that
Yeah.
gargoyle of a man.
So they
But
wanted to-
see, here's the thing: we were able to afford that.
Yeah.
Our friends would come in after hours, and they would do the whole cereal on the ground.
yeah, that third.
Yeah,
That
that's
lowest
the lowest low.
Just the
yeah,
pieces
cereal
that
off
fall
the
on.
ground. You just bring your own bag. You sweep up under the cereal aisle, and you take it up, and you tell them what you want to pay for it.
Yeah.
And they negotiate.
barter
It's a
cereal.
real, it's hardcore. It's a lot of bartering.
By the ton.
Yeah, well, I don't know that anybody ever walked out of there with a ton.
That's why no one ever got charged.
Yeah.
It was like minimum was 1 ton, and anything under that you can just have.
What?
I don't know what kind of supermarket you went to.
We didn't go to that kind of we didn't have that kind of volume.
How much
going
were they
through our
charging for
supermarket.
floor cereal where you went?
I don't know. I didn't have to go in and buy the floor cereal. That was my neighbors.
Oh, we used to buy
Cereal off the ground.
We used to buy it just so that others couldn't,
Oh, you were the worst kind of upper middle class.
so that we could give it to them.
You were the upper middle class pretending you
By
were
throwing
rich
it
by
at them.
being douches to the poor. Oh, you're the worst.
I was not the worst. We struggled. You know, we had to drink just skim milk, not even regular milk.
Skim milk. You know what we did? We did scam milk. We just bought it from a dude outside the convenience store, which was just called Store, by the way. Yeah, and it was a dude selling a white-ish liquid and in baggies.
So you just buy
Yeah.
a bag of cereal and
Yeah.
a bag of milk?
Yeah, well, we bought the bag of cereal at the regular store, but outside the convenience store, we bought the scam milk.
Why not just cut out the middleman and buy those frozen bags of cereal with milk in it that just comes in one bag, and you just kind of carry it around?
What sort of Xanadu did you live in?
This is on the convenience store on the corner. There was a guy outside who would lowball people who were also outside selling bags of cereal and bags of milk.
I never
This
met
way
that.
you don't
dude.
need two
we
bags.
didn't have that kind of competition. If we had that kind of competition, maybe the prices
Look,
would have been
even
lower.
in the lowest.
I have a strange feeling you don't know what low is based on your childhood.
Low is the opposite of up, right? Am I right?
It's the opposite of high.
I rest my case.
I think you rested it before you started that argument. Man,
haven't really
your
fully woken
case.
up.
Man. I
Hey
hate
guys,
to be
feel
on
free
your
to
case.
tweet at us and critique us
Yeah.
for this terrible banter.
Do you have Rice Krispies ever?
No, we just had the long grain bag of rice with milk.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you guys cut corners?
Yeah. No, there wasn't much just cutting corners as much as it was taking rice from people who could afford nothing but rice.
I was going to make fun of you for having Rice Krispies because to me that was, yeah. Because we did hardened rice. I mean, but it wasn't it wasn't out of the bag. I mean, it would just be leftover rice that somebody put in the fridge.
Gross.
So yeah, we'd have Rice Krispies, sort of. I mean, Snap, Crackle, and Pop was what would happen to your teeth
Right.
when we ate them.
Yeah. But it's still
yeah,
fun for kids.
still fun.
I mean, you're not going to
Yeah.
keep those teeth. Might
I
as
mean,
well.
Mom told you. We're like, oh, we want Rice Krispies. We'd never tried Rice Krispies, so we didn't know what they were.
Yeah, there's fun things like that kids these days aren't going to get. Like your parents giving you food that'll crush your teeth up inside your skull
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
know you're going to get.
They're like, you know what? This is
New
going to make
teeth
them.
anyways.
It's going to make them tough.
Now they want to coddle these kids so that their teeth never fall out.
Yeah.
Now kids have 2 layers of teeth.
What kids are you seeing with 2 layers of teeth?
I'm just reading Breitbart.
Oh, dear God. So I'm sure those kids are Democrats, too, then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
The worst kind of Democrats.
100% the 2-tiered teeth Democrats.
Kids with opinions.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Hey, it's also the end of February, which means we're coming up on the very final days of Black History Month.
Yeah, don't act so excited that it's the final days of that. 'cause
I'm not excited
we're-
about the final days.
I'm
just using inflection
all right, so
in my voice.
You know who saw me the other night? Leslie Jones, Saturday Night Live.
Are they black?
It's one person. She is black.
Jones is singular?
Leslie Jones.
Okay. Oh,
She-
Jones.
from
like
SNL.
the name.
Yes.
Okay.
Good Lord. You got real nervous there.
I'm not nervous. I'm fine.
So she saw my set. She liked it. I actually
Did she actually like it?
Actually, you know why? Well, she said she liked it, which I was like, everybody always, when you get off stage, like very few people will go, "Ooh, that was awful." I mean, the set went well, but she goes, "Oh, that was really funny," and but then I listened to my recording, and I always record all my sets, so I had my phone sitting down, and she had sat right beside my phone when I was on stage. Mm-hmm. And so she ended up, I actually recorded.
Do you have that recording?
I do. Hold on one second. Let me find it. All right. Yes. Yeah.
This is perfect.
This is proof.
This is why we got into this.
This is proof.
Hell yeah. Okay, so, and no, I'm not going to say all that again.
Just so this is Leslie Jones. See if you can pick her voice out listening to me doing my set on stage.
Applause. That is our favorite thing. It is. Yeah. It's the best way of saying what you're really thinking, which is, we'll see.
Now, hold on. That could be anybody.
Talk about how I look. You want to do that?
No.
You want to talk about how I look? I look racist.
That's Leslie. Yeah.
100%. I'm not, but that's how my head's shaped. I look so racist that if I got up here and said, I love black people, you guys would all be like, oh, look at this is
All right.
See, that's also why I don't that's why I don't articulate many opinions, because I do look racist. I look really racist.
Well, yeah, and you go up and say straight off the top.
I do. I say, let's just get this off the table. I know how I look. That doesn't mean that's how I feel.
And let's feel together,
Let's feel together, guys.
Come on, everybody.
Only with consent. Only with consent, by the way, because I am also still a man. Should always get consent.
Of course.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we would like to end this episode, if that's okay with you, the listeners. Thank you.
Yeah, implied consent.
Appreciate it.
All right.
We're going to say goodbye. I'm Dale Cheeseman.
I'm Jason Solomon.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and everything. And please, I encourage you to tweet angrily at me at any time. I have nothing else going on during the day.
I mean, he is
I respond
a lost
to criticism very poorly, but I respond.
He does.
Yeah. So thanks again for listening, and we'll catch y'all next time.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
Music provided by
Scarface.
Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.